Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's Robert Welkner here from CoinOpTV. I'm live streaming right now on my phone on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/CoinOpTV. I'll be giving some shout outs to people who show up. Today we got a fun episode or fun topic to talk about. I'm going to sort of share some of the news with you. You might have already heard and run down a list of the games included. Get your feedback on some of the video games and everything like that. So let me just load up my YouTube page here so I can see who's around for questions and discussions and shout outs and all that. Happy Monday, by the way. I'm living in Los Angeles. It is warm again. I had to put the AC on, and it's gonna be one of those AC summers, I believe. So okay, I got things open up here. Let me give some quick shout outs. Chloe, Hannah, Toy Movie Game Bros FC, and D Child is starting things off live. So if you didn't hear the big announcement today, or the official confirmation after some rumors or speculation, was Nintendo announced they're going to be making the Nintendo Super NES Classic Edition, which will come with 21 games and 2 controllers. This will be released September 29th, 2017 for a suggested retail price of $80. That's $80. It's a little more than the NES Classic Edition, but you get 2 controllers, and you get also as a bonus an unreleased video game, Star Fox 2, for the first time ever, from what we're told, will be released in this bundle. Who knows if it'll be ever released on the Nintendo store or things like that. We're not quite sure. So we're gonna go over the list of the games that are coming. So it's a little bit less games, but of course, the Super NES, those games are a little bump in quality from regular NES. So even though you may be getting less games, you're probably getting more quality, or at least higher resolution graphics, stuff like that. Somebody asked in chat if I got the NES Classic Edition. I did not. I missed the chance to pre-order it. I thought, well, there'll be a million of these available. I'll just pick one up, for myself when they're on stores. Didn't realize it was going to be some sort of limited edition thing. I guess I should have known better with the Nintendo products. They seem to like to falsely short things when they could be mass producing millions and billions of these. So did not get the NES Classic, although I do have a lot of NES cartridges still, and I have an older system that can play those. So we'll see. If anybody has an NES Classic they want to unload to me for a regular price, $60, I will gladly take it off their hands and add it to my gaming unit system there. But the thing about the NES Classic is a lot of those NES games I've played a million times, or not a million, but lots and lots of times. Now, when it comes to the Super NES, that's a system I never owned, so whenever I played those games, it was always at a friend's house. When people were playing the Super NES, I was deep diving into the Commodore 64, Amiga, early PC gaming, and stuff like that. So that's where a lot of my gaming roots were back in that era. So a lot of these games I've actually never really got my hands on or dived into really heavily. So I'm actually a little more excited about this, the Super NES Classic Edition, than I am the regular NES, because a lot of those games I played tons and tons of times. I see some more people jumping in chat. Maddie Taco is in chat. Chloe says, give a shout out. What up, what up? FC203 says 2 million were gone. Yes, there's a lot. D Child is in chat. What's up, TG Studios? A Hana song. I think I already said what's up to you. All right, let's go down the list of games here. So 21 games coming September 29th, 2017. I'm repeating this stuff for some of you guys jumping in chat live a little late. The Nintendo Super NES Classic Edition. Okay, so game number 1, Contra 3, The Alien Wars. I don't know if I've ever played this one, so I do like the Contra video games, so that'll be great to play some of that. Here's one I've played some back in the day, Donkey Kong Country. Of course, that's a classic and a fun one to have in the collection there. Earthbound will also be included. I feel like I've played some Earthbound. The thing about Earthbound is, all I seem to remember is the music being good or something. I don't really remember much about the game and stuff, so. Final Fantasy 3, so for those who want to dive into some Final Fantasy, I know most people say Final Fantasy 7 is their favorite Final Fantasy of the classic era. Final Fantasy 3, I think I might have played the remastered of that on the Nintendo DS, so I'm a little familiar with that story, but I don't think I've played the originals. So we'll have to see how that goes. F-Zero, it's funny because a lot of people want an F-Zero sequel or a new game, F-Zero, to be relaunched. So who knows, maybe F-Zero will get some racing hype, some science fiction racing hype going when it's released on this. We're also going to see Kirby's Superstar. I feel like I played some of this, but I don't really remember anything specific about that. And then Kirby's Dream Course, which I don't remember anything about that. So you guys have to let me know in the comments or chat if those two Kirby games are classics or not. Of course, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, which is a popular one in the Legend of Zelda franchise. I finally got my Switch, so I've been playing some Breath of the Wild, Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've actually been playing a little more of Cave Story just because it's a little more relaxing and I can kind of do it in short bites and it's a little more newer of a game. Okay, so we're also going to get Mega Man X, or 10, so that'll be cool. Secret of Mana, a little RPG action there. Star Fox, and then apparently you get Star Fox 2, an unreleased game, or it was unfinished, that's going to be finished or released on this system. And according to the Kotaku article I was reading, you have to play a little bit of the original Star Fox to unlock Star Fox 2. So I don't think you have to play the whole game. I think it's just a couple missions or first few levels or something like that. So, you know, that'll be interesting. You know, Star Fox for me, I'm not really into like all the flying around stuff, Star Foxy, so I know some people, you know, they go nuts for that. Toy Movie Game Bros is excited about Mega Man. Cool. I'm just jumping over to chat here. Chloe, have you ever played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? I have not played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, but if one of my friends invites me over to play, I will gladly check it out. All right, let's see what else is on the list here. Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting. I feel like I've played all of the Street Fighters over the years. I don't remember how crazy and precise the Street Fighter 2 Turbo Hyper Fighting was on the Super NES, so it'll be interesting to see how that stands the test of time, playing on an HD screen with the two little controllers and stuff like that. You know, nowadays when I play Street Fighter or fighting games, I like to have a little fight stick there. Super Castlevania 4, my buddy Mike is a big fan of the Castlevania series. Of course, we're going to get the Castlevania Netflix cartoons starting, gosh, is that like next week? I feel like that's like next week, so that'd be kind of cool to watch the Castlevania cartoon and then play some Super Castlevania 4. Super Ghosts and Goblins, that's one that I played a bunch of times. I love the classic arcade games, ported over to the consoles there. Although I don't know if there was ever a Super Ghouls and Ghosts arcade. So I might have said that wrong, but it's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. If I said Super Ghosts and Goblins, my mistake. But Super Ghouls and Ghosts based on Ghosts and Goblins, sort of franchise. Super Mario Kart, of course, is a classic there. I played that a bunch of times when I was at friends' houses, racing it around. Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars will be included. Don't really know much about that. Super Mario World, that's one I've played a bunch of times. Really fun. Be great to play that again on sort of an HD TV there. Toy Movie Game Bro says, enjoy, Mario Kart 8 is the best. Maddie says Super Mario World. Okay, I just mentioned that. I'm going in the order of the list they gave me. Reed Sports Gamer says, I love that. TG Studios says, should I get ARMS? I watched the Conan O'Brien review of ARMS, the Clueless Gamer, and they barely showed like any of the gameplay and stuff like that. They're mostly joking around. People that have ARMS seem to love it. I don't have ARMS. I've never played it. I may have my physical ARMS, but I've never played the Nintendo Switch version of ARMS. So let me know in the chat or the comments below what your thoughts on ARMS. Chloe says, I have not played Mario Kart 8. Cool. Well, you got to get your hands on it. All right, let's go down the list here. So we also got a few more Super Metroid. So it'd be great to get in some more Metroid there. Maybe I'll get the little Metroid amiibo, stick it up near my TV when I'm playing that. Super Punch-Out, that's one I played a lot. The Punch-Out games, those stand the test of time. I mean, the NES Punch-Out and Super Punch-Out, those games like will go forever. They're just like tight controls. Fast. I hope the sound effects and everything, or you know, these are going to be like emulated, but I hope they're done like well. And then finally, Yoshi's Island. Played some of that. That'll be fun to play again. We've got a new Yoshi game coming out, I believe, in 2018 for the Switch. So that'll be fun to have a little refresher of Yoshi's Island there. So once again, for those jumping in late, Nintendo Super NES Classic coming September 29, 2017 for $80. Comes with 2 controllers, 21 games. You can plug it into your HD TV. And for the first time, you'll be able to play Star Fox 2, which was unfinished, unreleased game there. So let me jump over and chat. GG Ryan says, hi Rob, what did I miss? Well, I just gave you the recap, but I went down to the list of games there and gave you like my 2 cents. This video will be archived, and if you didn't know on YouTube, if you're late to a live stream, you can actually like back it up and watch it from the beginning. So that's kind of cool. It's sort of auto VOD archives while it's live streaming there. Reed Sports says Yoshi is a classic. I'm a fan of the Yoshi games. I'm kind of looking forward to the next Yoshi game there. They're a little calm, relaxing. It's fun to run around there. Hana Song is talking about I love Divas. Talking about some Overwatch there. Yes, fun times at Overwatch. FC203 says it's too pricey for 21 games. It is a question mark on the price. 80 bucks, you get less games on the NES, but you get an extra controller and you get an unreleased game. And the Super NES games, I think, have a little more, graphically, there's a little more value maybe to them. The big question is, how much are those going to be on eBay and scalpers and stuff? Will those be like instantly $500-$600? We'll have to sort of see what the secondary market is. If you're a scalper and you're watching this, please unsubscribe to my channel. I don't support scalping and secondary market. Hopefully me and you and a bunch of people watching this and whoever else wants to will be able to pre-order the system and pick it up maybe from Amazon. Oh, I also didn't mention there's 2 versions. There's the US version and the European version. The European version actually looks a little more cooler. It's a little more colorful with the buttons, whereas the US version is a little more just the gray blue kind of colors to them straight up. So all right, shout outs to all you awesome CoinOpTV subscribers. I see Henry jumped in chat there. So I'm excited about this news. Just wanted to make a quick live stream video giving you kind of an update on things. And it's way hot in Los Angeles. Look, my puppy is laying there asleep. He's like, Rob, when this live stream's over, put the air conditioning back on so we can get some air. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I got some more articles for the website to post from E3 and some other reviews and stuff like that. So if you guys don't know about my website, please check that out. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you're brand new, please subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get the notifications of when I am live streaming. Thanks a bunch for watching. Shout outs to all you in the live stream and for all those people who show up on the archive. Leave them in comments. Let me know what games you're most excited about for the Super NES Classic Edition. Thanks a bunch for watching. We'll see you later.